Hi, I'm cheap. I have not spent a lot of money on cameras or camera equipment yet, but today I am going to show you what gear I use to make these videos. So, let's see it. You may be wondering why I use trunks instead of like just a normal camera bag. Well, for one, these have a lot more storage, so therefore I'm holding more while holding less, if that makes any sense. Also, with this, I am getting more protection for my stuff. And they were just lying around, so might as well use them. Couldn't read, it says tripods. Let's just open it up. Okay, so right here we have my first ever Joby Gorilla Pod. I do not recommend them. I do not recommend them at all. Gorilla Pods are nice, but as they age, they have less friction in their things anymore, so they're not as stiff. And I was trying to use my bigger camera for this, and it just started crumpling. It pulled a Casey Neistat on me. But yeah, it's a good tripod when you first get it. Next up, we have the first ever more professional tripod I ever bought, which was I bought it very recently. It's not my favorite tripod, but it's not a bad tripod. So this is the Manfrotto travel tripod. I don't remember the name of it. It has the ability to use for video, but it's not good for video. It has this like pistol grip where you can aim it where you want to. Better for photography, like I said. But what's way cooler is what most companies should do for tripods. Instead of having a quick release plate, have a quick release knob. Okay, so now that we got all that done with, we're just going on to my favorite parts of this box, because it doesn't only have tripods in it. It has some other stuff in it. So first I want to show you these. These are markers. Markers are very good for showing like where actors need to stand. For example, hey, listen man, I need you to stand right here. And they're very visible. You walk in, they stand right here. But quick tip, always have them out of frame. Next we have some of my favorite tape in the world, gaff tape. This is my first ever roll. I still haven't used all of it. Like, it comes in like one roll, and one roll is like 12 bucks, by the way. 12 bucks for one roll of tape. Oh, and by the way, if you're thinking, Jimin, that's just duct tape, you're stupid. Okay, it is kind of like, it's pretty much duct tape, but there are some differences. For one, when you put this on something, even if it's a hot surface, it won't leave a sticky residue like duct tape does. Another thing is that duct tape is made out of this nylon material, which is weaker than the fabric used in this. Which, for example, why it's used that way, so it's stronger, but at the same time, the only downside to it being stronger is that it's a lot harder to rip off. You have to really pull to rip this stuff off. Click Bay. So this is not mine. This is not mine. I have been borrowing it for the past, how long? Anyway, it's my stepdad's, but it is an amazing LED light. It doesn't have color temperature changing, but it does have a dimming, I guess. It goes from bright, dimmer, then strobe. I use it a lot actually. Product number 2. Alright, next up we have cameras. This is a heavier one. Well, more storage. These are for my camera bags, if you couldn't tell. But first we'll get on to camera bag A, which holds my DSLR. DSLRs are absolutely amazing, especially because you can change the lenses and put a new one on. Unlike point and shoots where they're just like installed cameras, you can't change it, just like phone cameras too. This is my Sony Alpha Series A37, an amazing camera. I only have one lens for it though. Stock Sony 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens for the camera. That's all I have for it. In the front pouch, we have the Manfrotto Pixie Pod, which is honestly one of the best tripods I've ever owned. is an amazing tripod, easy to use. I use it all the time for vlogging. It's just a really, really, really good tripod. By the way, I'm sweating profusely. I had to turn off my fan and it is very hot today. Onto camera bag B. You can probably notice the rattling. We have a couple of little fun things. We have a little mini measuring tape and a little mini level. Inside this bag is another bag. Inside this bag is my point and shoot camera. This is the Canon SX700HS. It is the first camera I bought. It's kind of gotten beaten up, as you can see. This is peeling off right here. It is the first camera I have ever bought with my own money, and it is the first real camera I've ever used to make my videos. It is so beaten up, and this gets stuck all the time, so you constantly have to do that. Okay, and this, we have another bag. This one is for, I don't know if you can tell, but it's for storage. In here we have like hard drives, adapters, and like SD card holders. And we also have my microphone, which I better take out to show you. This is the Takstar. It is a awful microphone. Don't get it. It is terrible. I'm gonna get a new one, replace this one, sell it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And here we have an actually really good audio recorder. I've always wanted an audio recorder. Got it for 30 bucks at a pawn shop. Definitely worth every penny. For other things, we just have some like masking tape, notepad, and one of the things you would think I would not have in a camera bag? A knife. I have a knife. The reason why there's a knife is because there's a lot of things that require cutting. Gaff tape is really hard to cut on my own, so therefore sometimes I use the knife. In emergencies, this is also good for either, rarely would I ever use this for self-defense. This was actually a police standard knife. Right here you see we have a seatbelt cutter to get yourself out of a seatbelt. Like I said, I would never use this on a person unless it is beyond necessary. We have an Allen wrench too. This is more used for things that just, you just need Allen wrenches. Say you're a video creator by business, like you're a videographer, cinematographer, photographer, and you have a business, always keep business cards in your camera bags. Oh, something I forgot to show you is this. Clamps are a very nice thing to have, especially when you're gonna be hanging up things like green screens. And last thing we have is the GoPro bag. And what do we keep in a GoPro bag, you may be asking? Well, we keep a cat. And what do we keep in a GoPro bag, you may be asking? Well, a GoPro. Duh. What else would we keep in there? Got this as a gift from my stepdad Angel, and I'm very appreciative that he got me a GoPro. I've always wanted a GoPro. They're very useful filmmaking tools. Now I have to show you the very last item I really want to show you. So here is the last item I want to show you guys. It is my favorite item besides my cameras, my tripod. This is the best tripod I've ever bought in my life. What's cool about it is that it came with a fluid drag head. Amazing for cinematography. Amazing tripod. Totally recommend it. It is a very affordable tripod, therefore. Also, what's also cool about it, and it's also one of my favorite parts, it is also a shoulder mount. Come on, take my money. It also came with a ball head, which is meant more for photography reasons. I definitely use this a lot too. In here I also have a selfie stick, but this is for my GoPro. Selfie! I'll stop. Look at that judgmental cat. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos by me and you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Consider buying some merch, guys. I'm wearing someone else's merch right now, but consider buying some merch if you want to support the channel. We have the J-Man design, one of my favorite designs, not only because it has my face on it. So thank you guys so much. Goodbye. Keep creating.